Hey, little star drops and soul seekers. This is the second part of the reading where I'm going to get some more clear picture on your person. Take the guidance for what it means to you and leave what doesn't. This is your person. I think your person is realizing as well that they weren't as ready to be a great partner as they thought they were. This person could have gone years thinking that they were who they wanted to be, but it's transforming now in a way where I'm getting, they have to repair their web. You see the spider here making her web, and it's what she does because it's her God-given ability, and she has to do what she can with what she has. But this situation is being augmented by the Page of Swords. That's telling me that things are shifting, but in a way that is underlined by a mental clarity, also mental challenges, and almost anxiety. Sometimes I feel like there's like pacing with the Page of Swords, but this bird is it runs on land. That's what it does. So what this is telling me is that your person is making changes to their own character. It's not necessarily in a way that you're doing it, where, as you saw in the first half of the reading, that you're letting parts of yourself be parts of yourself and accepting more, or is this person is like needing to repair a part of themselves, and it's a part of themselves that wasn't necessarily ready to be the perfect lover either that you needed or they needed. Six of Wands, Two of Swords, and Temperance in reverse. This person could have possibly been this way because they needed to decide. They were in a situation where they needed to believe that they were ready. Either they were presented with the relationship or they became a parent, but they had to believe that their life was figured out, even though it wasn't. I'm getting it. It's sort of a facade or a ruse. They didn't let themselves decide who they wanted to be. It's like when you grow up too quick, you lose a part of yourself that's so youthful and experiments with life in a way to discover who you want to be. One of the saddest Twilight Zone episodes I've ever seen is when the old man in the rest home decides to kick the can with all the others, and there's one last person to get outside, and it's his friend. And so he wakes him up last and says to come outside and play kick the can. That's the key to the fountain of youth. And he could be right. He was telling his friend, like, we've always been friends and done stuff together. But the other old man, the friend, is telling him to, you're cooked. You're already old. You can't change that. And he doesn't go outside. But he sees them all turn into kids again. The Wheel of Fortune here under the Page of Swords. This is their journey, and this is sort of their emotional state is what I'm getting. There's a lot more action in this section, because I see action here and an outcome and a trigger, whereas this is sort of their mental space. So if we need to clarify that, we'll put it on this side. Your person is deciding who deserves to be around them, who really understands them. I feel like your person is looking for a different type of personnel, and they're realizing that it's somebody that's going to help them rediscover who they are inside. If you're connected with them, be encouraging to them. They will really appreciate that, because it's who they're transforming into. And it could be you I think it's you that's been the trigger for this. Perhaps you came into this person's life and told them, like, hey, you don't need to do all this, and I'm here for you. And maybe it's taken this person time, but it's because they've been so triggered into changing, like they've seen you change. They're realizing that they can't fake something anymore or sit on a situation, but it's time to really consider who's healthy for them and who's not. I'm really getting like a group energy, and personally, I would, have it come onto me slowly as I try to, make change in my life. It's just a little Virgo in my chart speaking. But I'm not seeing that here. I'm seeing this person feeling like they need to do something about it. The Ace of Swords in reverse, the Page of Swords. It's telling me that this situation is like stressed them out, and there's enough weight on their shoulders that they feel like they need to do something about it quickly. There's something that just like it caught them on a hook, is what I'm hearing. It's just like an expectation that they fell into that they didn't realize the true consequences of. It was some kind of weak ground, or they're developing who they are through this. It's going to lead to better choices. Things that they could obtain that they have never been able to obtain before. I feel emotional. The three of Pentacles shows this giraffe, and it's like reaching to tops of trees just to eat in a way that it's never could before. It's like your person is feeling like you're a good opportunity that they never had, if not only to love and be a partner or a companion with, but it's strengthening them, their character, just to be going through this. Sometimes challenges can do that. Sometimes challenges can be the blessing, and it's not until we go through that we understand or learn that it's our destiny to make these changes, because it was who we wanted to become the whole time. Because if we were distracted, or if we weren't ourselves in the beginning with what God gave us, how could we see clearly when our life is about discovering who we are? I feel like these two cards are telling me that your relationship or our lives are about the changes that you can make, and it's not about the outcome that we so often try to build to. It's not about the relationship, it's about who you make each other. And that's so, so gorgeous. For you personally, you could realize, if you watch the first half of the reading, I feel like you could realize that what you've been through can be accepted as something to make you who you want to be. I feel like you can see that clearly. And for your person, it's that they feel like they need to make physical change in their life. And you've been a great catalyst to that. The only one who was able to sort of put this message in their heart. As a final message, I'm going to get what's on your heart. There are going to be more readings throughout the week, perhaps the weekend. Just subscribe and stay tuned. If it would make my day if you dropped a comment telling me what you want me to ask in the next reading for you. And I will. So right now, let me get a message that's on your heart, on your person's heart. I just heard your friend's heart. You two could feel close, like friends. The Three of Swords again, and then that King of Wands, and the King of Swords. Wow. Well, this is a message that you don't see. That's how I'm going to read it. Hence, the cards needing to be drawn in order to tell you. I feel like this is your message and your person's message. From your heart, you don't need to see the outcome of everything or to know what is gonna become of you, but rather to be able to navigate the challenges that you have with what God gave you, with what you feel, with what you know, and not with what you don't. To trust yourself. For your person, on your person's heart, they're realizing that I'm just getting nostalgia. Like they're coming more into tune with their heart and what it's telling them. With what they've needed to acknowledge in the past and haven't. They're dealing with conflict that originated in the heart but was ignored because of an action of the brain, of the mind. They're unsurfacing some important things in their heart. I pulled one for both of you, and it's the King of Wands. This is about protection and your path in life. Your path will be altered by these decisions, and they'll be more aligned with what's genuinely meant for you and what you're genuinely capable of. And in turn, being aligned with those things is what's going to protect you. All this is topped by the Fool, which has helped me deliver the message for you. If you've liked this, please subscribe and comment. Like the video if you've liked me. The messages, if you've liked the message. So I appreciate you being here, and catch you on the next reading.